They can hear us now. Now they can see us, except I've got chat wide open. There we are. There we go. Hello, guys. Welcome to the Good Old Boys Live. I'm Chris Lethal Coils, and we've got Mike, and we've got Stevie. Hello, guys.
Afternoon, all.
Afternoon. How you doing?
How you doing, Chris? How you doing, Michael?
I'm all good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, all right. It's a nice sunny, ish day.
Yeah, it was sunny here, but nah, not now.
No. Yeah, well, apparently we're supposed to be having a storm later on this afternoon, so they say. So,
Fair enough.
Oh, storms are no good. We had one yesterday. Fortunately, not enough. Today we're nice and sunny. It's very windy out, but it's nice. It's warm.
Yeah. And I can say for once, not guilty.
Not guilty? Oh, jeez. Anywho's. So, guys, what are you vaping on?
I'll go first, eh?
Okay.
Yeah, I've dragged out, haha, the trusty drag with LP on top, and in that I've got some Anoki cookie dough. I have the V sticking with the Easy EDA. I love this fucking little thing. And in that I've got Kinky Vapors, Tingly Lemonade Sherbet, and Spanking Strawberries.
Yep.
So you're a kinky vapor.
Spanking Strawberries. Yeah.
So you're a kinky vapor then.
Kinky Vapor, yeah.
Yep. Kinky Vapor's the range that Live Vape and Chill came out with.
Oh, I was calling Stevie a kinky vapor.
You know me so well, Chris. Also have the trusted G-Class with FP on top, and inside that I've got EVC's Dead Man's Arm.
Nice.
And, excuse me, last but not least, I have the UL box, I keep calling it box Squonker kit. And then I have the Jam Vape Coal Black Currant Jam on toast with butter.
Ooh.
I don't know, it's a bit... I've been vaping that on and off for the last few weeks, but I'm still getting that kind of burnt, toasty taste from it, and it's a bit hit or miss, but hey ho, that is what it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, that's me. That's all I have.
Nice. I'm only on 2 setups today. I've got the Minikin V3 with the Zeus X still, and in that I'm on the Wicklicker Boulevard, which is one of my favourite juices, and then I'm on the Arkless from Ambitions
Vapor?
Yeah, it's one he designed, isn't it?
Yep.
Derek,
I think his name
company.
is. I think Derek is his name.
Yeah. I've got the recurve dual on that, and in that, there it is, I've got the Juicier's, what's it called? Purple Blast, which is a black grape and lime bubblegum flavour with a bit of cooling in it. Which again is quite nice.
Sounds like an interesting combo right there.
Yeah, it's very sweet, put it that way.
Ooh, I like
Very
sweet juices though. Hello, Empire Vape Co. Thank you very much for popping in. I know you've got to go. You've got a date you've got for yourself tonight.
Yeah, enjoy your meal. You and Emily chill out and have a good time and
That's it.
That's
Have a good
it.
night, mate.
de-stress, mate. De-stress.
De-stress is getting to me.
De-stress.
But yeah, but I've got to admit, I'm actually loving the Minikin V3.
That's what I've heard about that. Good things. Good things.
Yeah, I'm actually getting on with the touchscreen for once.
Are you?
The V2, I could not get on with the touchscreen. But for some reason, this one, it's working every time I touch it.
That's what she says.
As well.
That's what she says. So me, I guess it's up to me now. What do I got going on? I've got a few setups, as usual. We got the Dot Mod Dot Box 300 watt LiPo with the Dead Rabbit RTA on top. And in that, I've actually got some blueberry granola bar from Yogi. It's not going to focus, but that's because it's Logitech. We've got the Rig Mods Legacy. There we go. Now it's focusing. With the 25mm Kennedy on top there.
That's pretty and quite nice. Quite nice, that isn't it?
Yeah, so are my hands.
Chris, apparently we've got a little bit of an echo.
Do we? From Mike and Steve. All right. Let me drop this down. Drop that down. How about now, guys? TC, anybody? Next up, we've got the topside dual with the drop dead, and I'm loving that. Also in that, I've got some blueberry granola bar as well. And I'm only going to pick one more for my final setup. I dragged out my drag as well with the Twisted Messes TM24 Pro, which you guys can expect that review to be up no later than, what's today, Sunday? No later than tomorrow afternoon. Well, my afternoon, your guys' evening.
Yeah.
I lost Mike's logo, I know. Yeah, Jules.
Does that sound a bit better?
It does, okay.
Mike's on the invisible logo.
Yeah,
Or the camouflage, the urban camouflage.
that's it.
Yeah.
Do like a bit of urban camo.
Just to let you guys know, I'm a little off point today. I woke up really late. I woke up about a half an hour before the show was supposed to start. So I kind of stuffed myself there. So I didn't have time to really post it out anywhere. I did post it up on my page. If you guys want to share it out, that'd be great.
Yeah, we did actually think we were going to have to come and knock on your door to get you up out your bed, you lazy bugger.
I know, right? It's all that fishing.
In saying that, though, I think we've all been a bit like that today because we were on the Zoom Hangouts last night, and I think I got to bed this morning. It must have been at 5:30.
Oh, shit.
So I didn't fall asleep till after 6. And then Joe's got up just after 10 o'clock and says, you know what, I need to get up because if I don't get up, I'll sleep all day and won't sleep at night. So, yeah, I kind of know it was one of those lazy days where you didn't want to drag yourself out of bed. But anywho, had to do it. So,
It's a gonna no day that.
it's a going to no day that day.
It is.
Oh yeah, and I'm on the Coors Light for anybody who's wondering.
Nice.
I'm on Builder's Tea.
I'm on the strawberry Coke, Diet Coke at the moment.
How is it?
Very nice, actually.
Well, I mean, not the diet part, but the strawberry Coke.
And then I've also got the traditional mead.
Tastes like chicken.
Traditional mead.
Yep.
Ooh, I haven't had mead yet.
What does traditional mead taste like apart from
Honey.
JP, are you asking me what time it is over here? Because if you're asking me, it is 11:43 in the morning. Still, so.
Yeah, no, traditional mead just basically tastes like honey.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's a honey mead.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Well, mead is basically a honey wine.
Oh, honey wine. Okay. I'll have to try some of that at some point.
Yeah.
I know they make it at like Renaissance fairs and stuff.
Yep.
They
and
have
then
it
I've
a lot.
also got the King's Barn on hand.
Scotch whiskey.
Oh yeah.
that just sounds to me like a hangover in a bottle.
The most I can do is beer. I can't do liquor.
Yeah, the King's Barn does have a little bit of a kick to it. It's only 46%, but it hits you.
Yeah. Wow.
So you wouldn't drink it if it didn't. You wouldn't drink it if it
No,
didn't.
there wouldn't be any point.
I'm not a big drinker. Me personally. I
Well,
don't drink often.
I'm not a big drinker. I just like what I like.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't
And
know.
with my job, I can't be a big drinker anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So
a couple shout outs to who's in chat.
yeah, want to do shout outs?
Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, we've got Vaping with TC. Hi Thomas, JP Vapes. How we doing? Mike's Mex, Manic Stereo. Hi guys. Sainty, how we doing, brother? The wife. Hi Jules. Chris Empire. I think he's away now because he's away from you, him and M. Hopefully, it's a nice time. Gaily Bops. Hello, darling. Who else have we got? That's it so far. Hopefully we'll have some more people joining us as the show goes on. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully.
Jules is off to share it out, so we'll see what
Well, we
happens.
have 12 watching right now, so I'm sure there are people in the chat that have not chatted yet. So hello to all of you who have not, joined chat just yet. Big love to you guys.
All you little ghosties out there, hello.
Yeah, pull the ghosties out, guys, and don't forget to give our show a like, and if you aren't subscribed, please do sub and hit the notification bell. That way, you guys know when we go live, and you can come and join us for some fun.
That's it. And if the ghosties don't want to chat on screen, I can always get a Ouija board out from somewhere.
Oh, Ouija's seance time. Exorcise the demons. So yeah, that's the shout outs.
Ouija's, I was getting mixed up with wedgies. Sorry.
No. That's
That's what people from the east coast of Scotland call us over here in Glasgow. They call us Ouija's.
Ouija's.
Glaswegians, Ouija's.
gotcha.
Hi, Ronnie.
Is that Ron?
It's hard to hear me now. It's hard to
That's
hear
very
me.
true, Gail.
How about now? Is it harder to hear me still? Or do I need to push me up just a little bit? Actually, I think I do. There we go.
So, guys, what we're going to chat about today then? I know we had a kind of little get together during the week, and it was just a little, just shooting the shit basically, mate.
Yeah. And
Right, okay.
Because you were over sunning yourself in the Isle of Wight.
I wish I was sunning myself.
and we talked a little bit yesterday as well. I know we had a couple of things we wanted to talk about. I'm trying not to, TC, but I'm trying to check stream and stuff too. So my apologies, guys, if it lags out a little bit. I don't mean to cross the Zoom call, but so yeah, I know we had a couple of things we wanted to touch on. It's still early morning for me. I haven't finished my first tea, so I'm a little behind in the mental capacity right now. I can't really remember my topic at the moment, but
Hi, Vic.
Hello, Vaping with Vic.
Hello, Nick.
It's Curly, Mo, and Larry. You've got to be Curly there, Mike.
Get the fuck.
You're the only bald one.
Well, mind you, this is going a little bit curly, so I'll let you have that one. Cunt.
I've got to be Mo.
Thanks, mate. Fucking hell.
Oh, goodness gracious. So, Stevie,
Yes, dear.
what do you have to talk about today? I know you've got a pretty in-depth topic to talk about today.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been getting in touch with me regarding the DIY juice side of things. So what I've thought I'd do today is basically just do a basic DIY juice making tutorial. Because I mean, I can turn the camera down while I'm making. You guys could carry on talking, whatever. It's basically it's just to let people see how easy it is. I mean, making up your own DIY juice can be easy or as hard as you want to. It all depends on what recipes you're using, or if you're using the likes of, basically a full flavour concentrate like this. And that's easy. It's only you're only using that one bottle. It's not as if you're adding 4 and 5 different types of flavours to make a more complex juice. So yeah, I thought I'd maybe just carry on and do that and let people just see how easy it is to do it.
Nick, you do it different to the way that I learned to do it. You do it by weight, don't you?
I do it by weight, yeah.
Yeah.
do it
See,
by
I learned to do
milliliters.
it by milliliters with a syringe.
That's what I've always done too.
I did do it with that, but to be honest with you, I think doing it for me especially, I think doing it with weight seems to be a wee bit more accurate.
Right.
But I still use syringes every now and again because I'm only human at the end of the day. So when I'm making juices up and I'm starting to put my liquids into the bottle, I'm like, right, shit, how much did I actually put into that? Did I forget? Did I zero the scales? Oh God, I can't remember. But I've got obviously the syringe. What the fuck? the syringe as a backup, so I can double check. Right, wait a minute. No, it should only be that X amount per milliliters, plus that per gram. So I can balance out to say, well, I haven't made an ass of it basically. So yeah, that's. I mean, I use the scales that I use are these ones. Oop, I'll wait down these ones here,
Yep. Yep.
and these
Jeweler
are
scales.
yeah, and these are in once it clears. Hey, hello, yeah, fuck off, come on.
It goes from like a .01, right?
Yeah, there we go. It's 0.00 grams. Oh shit, sorry guys. Here, it's just because I'm holding the bloody thing up. That's all. So they'll go to 0.00 grams. These ones. And that's why I use it. And I do find I find it more easy. Well, a hell of a lot easier for myself and more accurate, to be honest. So yeah, that's what I do. And as I said, I do use the syringes every now and again, especially just to keep me in check. To be honest, if I kind of go off track or I have a brain fart moment and it's like, oh, as I say, did I put the right amount into that? And I'm not sure. Did I forget to tear the scales off or whatever? So yeah, so that's the scales that I use.
Yeah, because I tried a few times doing it by the syringes, and yeah, it didn't work for me. The syringes actually came apart and got stuck in the bottle, so I had to throw everything away.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Especially with VG it being that thick and sticky.
Yeah.
It can be difficult to try and draw the liquid up into it.
I had no trouble drawing the liquid into it. It was pushing the liquid out of it. It shot the needle off of the...
Don't use the needle, take the needle off.
The pressure was so much inside the thing that it was just pushing it back out.
Yeah. The easiest way I found it when using syringes, don't use the needle. I know you're trying to, if you're trying to draw it out of a bottle, you're trying to draw your VG out of a bottle, don't do that. Transfer it into a beaker or a cup.
Yep.
Or a glass measuring jug, something like that, and draw it out from there. So you're not actually trying to draw VG up through a tiny, whatever it is, needle, something like that.
Right.
No, that makes things a lot easier. Or the other way you can do, obviously I use it by weight, as you said, Mike, but I transfer my VG into a bottle like this. So that makes pouring that out, especially by weight, a hell of a lot easier as well.
Yeah.
You're basically just pouring it straight into the top of the bottle that you're using, that you're not fanning around with. Because I found, especially myself, using the syringes with the VG being that thick, you're trying to squeeze that bloody plunger down. It seems to gather up in the neck of the bottle. So it forms a bubble of liquid in here. Try to force it down. It can't get down because of that, but basically that top of the neck of that bottle sealed. So you end up with VG just volcanoing over the bloody top and spilling everywhere. And Chris, stop fucking playing about with that cursor.
I'm just enlarging us, that's all. Making us bigger so that people can...
That's basically what I do. So, if you want me to go ahead, guys, well, before I go any further, please, guys, if you're going to do this and you're using nicotine, please be very, very careful. This stuff is toxic. If you get it on your skin, you will know about it.
Nicotine is a poison.
Yeah, but give it a little bit of time, you will fucking know that you've had that on your skin. Yeah, as Nita says, she measures in a beaker. I mean, that's you can do that. I mean, what to do? I mean, there is you can buy the measured beakers or long thin measuring tubes or whatever. You can buy that kind of thing, and you can gradually build up, your volume through that.
Yep.
That way, but you end up having to wash this, you're washing that, you're washing this, and you're washing the next.
Now, with nicotine, would you use a syringe for that, even if you're doing milligrams in the others?
Yes, but I use pipettes, disposable pipettes.
Yep.
Once that is used, that goes in the bin, gets thrown away.
Yep. Because I wash all of my syringes every time I use them, but I don't have any of those pipettes. Those are actually a great idea.
Yeah, they're actually. I mean, they're not that expensive. I mean, I think I bought 200 of them from eBay for I think it was about £6, something like that. But if it was even that, so I mean, that's a great. I mean, they're absolutely fantastic, and also use them for flavorings as well. some flavourings you get depending on the volume that you're getting. Some of them don't come with the like a little nozzle on them, so you've got to use either a syringe or something like this to transfer your flavourings to your bottle. So these are actually great little things. I mean, you can wash them out, a little bit of water, a little jug of water next to you, and just rinse them out. But then again, you're not getting all that water out, so you're adding it into.
And I'm sure they're cheap enough too that they're easily disposable.
They're pennies, to be honest.
Yeah.
Really, really pennies.
And Timmy is asking, what's a good place to get flavour concentrates from?
There's a lot of companies out there. You've got Chef's Flavors. I mean, I love Chefs. I love the guys for Chefs. Lewis and Carol, the two great guys, the two guys that own the company, but and their employees are absolutely amazing as well. Vapeable, places like that, Dark Star, Loose Mill here in Glasgow. There is loads and loads of places out there.
I don't know if they ship to the UK, but another good place, one that I get my stuff from, is Nick River.
Yep.
NickRiver.com. I don't know if they ship to the UK, but you can check them out too.
Yeah, probably. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, because I had a look when you and I were talking the other day, Chris, about you want to make a blueberry custard. There, I actually went in ELR and had a look in ELR, and there's a load. I mean, it gives you quite a lot of American companies that do sell. What did I mention before? Cheers. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, and Mixology is just a amendment. Mixology as well, they're a great company too.
Yep.
The good thing with Vapeable, I mean, there's quite a lot of companies now that are basically doing a kind of starter kit, like DIY type starter kit.
That's what I've got. Yep.
Which is a great thing for bringing people into the DIY side of things.
That Mixology one you said, that's Ryan, isn't it?
That's Ryan, yeah.
Yeah, the one that looks like Raiden.
Ryan, yeah, yes, yeah. He's a nice guy, the hell of a nice guy. A really, really nice guy. So
yeah, the other one I know of is Boss.
Boss Shots, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's loads of them out there now. But the thing is, with the DIY side of things, it can be as easy or as complicated as you want to make it. If there's concentrates or there's flavours out there that you like, and you can buy a ready-made concentrate like this, buy it. There's no point in getting into the likes of ELR, which is eliquidrecipe.com on Google. I mean, I know there's a load of different recipe or e-liquid calculators out there. The one I use obviously is ELR. But I've lost my train of thought now. But yeah, don't. If somebody makes a ready-made concentrate, use it. Don't go into the likes of ELR and think, I want to make Mexican fried ice cream. What's the ingredients that I need to buy? Because you end up, you'll buy all that kind of stuff, and you'll say to yourself, because I've done it. I've bought tons of stuff, and they're all sitting up there. And when I get it, I'm thinking to myself, right, I'm stuck. I can only make that one thing.
Yeah.
I mean, whereas that, it's already done for you. There's no mess. There's no faffing about with it. You do it, make it, it's done. That's pretty cheap for what you pay for a bottle for that. If you to buy it in individual flavours, it's going to bump the cost up again.
Yep.
And the great thing about DIY is it's cheap. It's cheap to do. Well, it may take a wee bit of time. It may take time for people to get used to using the measures, using beakers, using syringes, that kind of thing. Obviously wearing gloves because you're dealing with basically a toxic substance, this stuff here, which I always put on my bottles what it is. But yeah, it can be. I think it's great for saving money. It's absolutely fantastic. Yep. I mean, the amount of stuff that you can make. I mean, even the likes of the TV Peace Calvary. Yep. I mean, what we may do in a couple of weeks, I'll maybe make that as well, and I'll show you how easy it is to do a complex or a kind of semi-complex recipe. I might even do one of Vic's. If it's all right with you guys, it's all right with chat. If they want to still, if they're interested in that kind of thing, I'll show you how easy it is to do it.
Crack on, mate.
Absolutely.
To make a juice with maybe 2, 3, 4 different flavourings in it, and we'll see how it goes from there. Yeah. So, if you're all right with this, I'll carry on.
Yeah, you crack on, mate.
Absolutely. I think it's.
Or just any questions, just fire at them. I mean, Chris and Mike will see the questions, and if I can answer them. I will, to the best of my
I
ability.
think it's
One thing I have heard is, I'm not speaking from experience because I've never used them, but the vapor ball concentrates. I've heard quite a few people saying how harsh they can be for a throat hit.
mm,
Have you found that?
I've only used, it was only Jules only got the Vapor Bowl kits
Right,
at Expo there. I've not actually used Vapor Bowl stuff, to be honest with you. But the throat hit is down to your PG concentrate.
right.
The more PG you have in either the juice itself or in your actual concentrates, but as everybody knows, it's the PG that gives you the throat hit. So if you're using high PG, if the mixture's high PG, that's when it will give you that harsh throat hit.
so you should
Um,
offset that PG with some VG instead then.
Well,
Change.
I mean, the thing is, the majority of all flavourings are, as far as I'm led to believe, all flavourings are suspended in
PG.
PG anyway, because PG disperses the flavour better.
Yeah.
But what you may find that, well, I mean, I really can't speak from experience because I haven't used a lot of vaporable stuff. Are you talking just about their individual
Yeah,
full flavour concentrates? I can't comment, Mike, because I haven't used them, to be
fair
fair.
enough.
I know Jules has got a couple of little DIY things here, and I know she did one on a live review, but I personally haven't used, so I really can't comment on that, to be honest with you. But
Fair enough. It's just I've seen people online saying about they've used such and such a concentrate from Vaporable,
yeah,
and they're finding quite a harsh throat hit with it.
yeah, and maybe they're using too much PG
Yeah.
in the suspension.
Yeah, I mean, it could be the person that's mixing the juice up.
Yeah.
Could
Neil says, when I buy concentrates, I've been told to add VG because the flavor itself is PG based. Is this true?
Yes.
Stevie, correct me if I'm wrong, though. I think that's just with flavor shots, correct?
No. See the individual flavors, your individual flavors, and even the likes of that.
Okay.
They're all PG based.
Okay, so all you really need to do is just add some VG then.
Yeah, you can go. I mean, on the likes of on EALR, there is if you log into EALR, make up. It's not even an account. You just log into it. On the calculator now. Can I share this?
Now, won't that affect the VG PG ratio though?
But the calculator sorts that out for you.
All right.
When you put that into the EALR, hit takes into consideration what manufacturer you're using, because obviously people are putting that flavour into a database with with the percentages or whatever it is. So that is all calculated out for you. I'm trying to think, can I share this page?
I'm guessing what I'm asking is you would still need to add some PG, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But you can. It's entirely up to yourself. I mean, there is. Let me see if I can share this page. I don't know if this will work. You'll need to just let me know if this works, guys.
Fuck's sake, sinner.
I don't want to take the whole fucking screen away, but just let me know if this works. If the whole screen disappears, I'll come back out of it.
Neil says, brilliant, that's helped because I was adding PG, which is making my tank gurgle worse than my mouthwash.
Right, did that work?
Yep.
Yep.
Right. This is on ELR, guys, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to make 100 ml of it, 3 milligram nicotine.
Mm-hmm.
There's no water vodka in the mix, so there's a desired PG-VG ratio. Now, there's what you were talking, max VG. Okay, you can hit that button there, and what that will do, that will make your max VG because it works out how much PG is actually in the concentrates that you're using. So
Okay.
it should completely change the numbers which are further down.
Right.
So in here, where it says nicotine strength, now if I'm led to believe nicotine strength only comes in two different, you can get it in 72 milligram nicotine, and I think there's another one which is slightly less.
18.
Well,
You can get 18.
Yeah, 18's for Nick shots.
I thought you could get it in 18 as freebase too.
I'm not sure because the only stuff I buy is 72 milligram here in the UK anyway. Well, that's all I buy. But
Right.
always, please, if you're going to use ELR, the likes of this, always change this number.
Yeah. because
if as soon as you get into that, as soon as you start to make that recipe there, what it will say here is that nicotine strength will be 100% or 100 milligrams, sorry. So that's going to throw your mix out. So always make sure that you change that to whatever concentration of nicotine that you've got, which in this case is 72 milligrams.
And the reason for that is because the higher the number, the less of the nicotine you're actually going to need to use within the juice itself.
Yes. Yeah, and it throws your recipe out slightly.
Yep.
PG content of nicotine. I always buy my nicotine in PG. Steep time. It depends. It's up to yourself how long you want to steep it. Do you want to vape it within the next day or two? Then go ahead. It's entirely up to yourself. But like some custards, bakeries, desserts, that kind of thing, I like to leave them quite a length of time if I can possibly do that. Personally, I don't believe there is such a thing as a shaken vape, because if you're making a juice and you're adding your own nicotine to it, it takes a minimum of 24 hours for that nicotine to permeate through the juice. Once you put nicotine into a juice and you're actually making it, you can actually see it actually forms strands within the juice. So you could actually take a vape on that, you're basically hitting 72 milligram nic straight off. It might be few and far between, it might never ever happen, but there's always that possibility. So I give it a good shake. I mean, there's various ways you can do it for mixing up your juice. You can do it, put it in ultrasonic cleaner, and you can heat your VG, and this was Castle, Ian, who gave me that tip. Heat your VG up only for a few seconds in the microwave because it expands the molecules and it allows the juice to mix a lot easier. Put it in an ultrasonic cleaner and just let the ultrasonic cleaner put it through a couple of cycles on that, and it'll mix the juice. Or you can buy one of these little buggers. Basically, it's a coffee frother for making the likes of cappuccinos and stuff, but it's also fun.
Ooh, that looks like a fun toy in the bedroom.
Stevie's got a vibrator. So you something like that. Do you know what I mean? So you've got that kind of thing there as well. So yeah. So coming down, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to make 100ml of Mexican fried egg cream, because this is liquid crack. You just need to ask Gail and Zan and a few other people that's tried this. This stuff is good.
I've tried it. It is liquid crack.
It's lovely. So this is Mexican fried ice cream from Chef's. Now, on the bottle here, it says mixed between 20 and 30%. Now, if you have an ELR account or you log in and you make your own account, once you start to put your juices and stuff in, depending on what make it is, what I'll do, I'll actually zero this down and I'll show you what I mean. Take that out completely and take that out completely. Okay, so start putting in what flavour it is. So it's Mexican fried ice cream. Where the hell is it? There, it's there. Click on it, and what it does, it actually brings you up
the percentage.
A recommended percentage. If you're only using ELR without logging in, it doesn't give you that. So that's an added advantage as well. So I was talking to you the other day about, Chris, when you were talking about making up your kind of blueberry custard.
Right, throws in the suggested.
Yeah, when you log in, use the suggested. It's an easy way to make recipes, because it does give you that recommended percentage to start off with. So they recommend 24%, so we'll go with the 24%. So come down, and there we go, guys. There's the recipe there. That's it. So we're going to be adding 4.32 grams of nicotine, 1.9 grams of PG, and you'll see how the PGs came down, because there's PG in the nicotine and there's also PG in the concentrate. So your PG content is very, very minimal.
And your VG went up.
And your VG is 88.27, right? Now, if I want to make that max VG, that number should change again. Okay, there you go.
Oh, yep.
Max VG. There's
90.48 now.
Yeah, see how it's changed?
Yeah.
If you want, and I know that Vic uses, majority of his juices that Vic makes himself are virtually 100% of max VG. So that's the great thing about using something like ELR. Everything is there for you. It's at hand. If you get stuck with it, just start again.
Yeah.
Just wipe everything out. Just take all all the information that you've put in, just zero it all back again and start from scratch and put it in again and then come down and everything is all there for you. So we don't make a max BG, we want to make a 70/30. So we're going back to that. But just double check that nothing here has changed. Because if anything's there's changed, the numbers down here are going to change.
Yep.
Okay, you guys happy enough with that?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay, right. What I'll do, I'll stop sharing that. I've got this written down anyway, and what I'll do, I'll stop sharing this page and I'll come back out.
Actually, I was going to say, I think it's very important to discuss this topic, especially for people here in the United States, where we've got a lot of flavor bands that we're facing right now. And I've been saying it for a while. DIY is going to be the way of the future for U.S. vapors. So I think that it really is going to help a lot of people here in the U.S. as well as I know a lot of people want to get into DIY over there in the U.K. as well. It does save money, so you know.
I mean, you think about it. Just 2 seconds to get a bottle now.
Vic says he's mixing up some peach custard while he's watching.
Yeah, go for it. There's the thing. You get into a vape shop. I mean, and guys showing vape shops and stuff. I mean, that some of the juices obviously you can't get the concentrates to make that up. So you do have to get into vape shops to buy that particular juice or whatever because the concentrates aren't available, or the clone recipes that you can get off of the likes of ELR they're just not 100%. But if you think about it, look what you can make. That's 500. That was, or I'll rephrase that. That was a 500ml bottle of Mexican fried ice cream.
Damn.
And to buy that bottle, I mean, chefs no longer do their profit shop bottles, but to buy that would come with 200ml of Mexican fried ice cream concentrate in it. And then all you have to do is just get into ELR, work it out for 500ml, add your PG, BG. You can add your nicotine to it there and then. It's entirely up to yourself. If you use nicotine, if you don't, leave it out. But if you want to add your nicotine there and then, you can steep it. And as I said, steeping it is entirely up to yourself. And it all depends how long you want to steep it. But the colouring does change with steeping. So,
and just out of interest, do you recommend glass or plastic for the measuring beakers?
I use glass.
It's 6.5 a dozen, to be honest.
Okay. No, it's just I don't know whether the flavouring would like seep into the plastic if you had plastic.
To a certain extent, it will do. See if it's in a bottle, yeah, it will. Because the thing is, it's not going to be in it for any length of time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's just a case of you're going to measure it out, put it into your own bottle, and then you're going to be washing it. If it was stored in it like this, yeah, it does taint the plastic, to be honest with you. But there's what I'm saying regarding if you're leaving it to steep, that's the colour that will change to. That's only been steeping about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you something that's been steeping for. I think it's been nearly a year, maybe 18 months that this has been steeping for. Now Jules was actually vaping this. I can remember when she's vaping and then she couldn't find a bottle. And apparently it rolled up. We've got a lazy boy couch and you can't move this thing because it weighs an absolute friggin' ton. But this rolled under the couch and it stuck under one side of it. Look at the colour of that.
Damn.
So that's been steeping roughly for about a year to 18 months and it smells delicious. This is rhubarb and custard sweets. And it smells literally it really does smell gorgeous. So anywho, enough rambling on. I'll crack on. I'll tilt this camera down and we'll get started. And then, by the way, Ronnie, that is one of yours, so that is steeping quite nicely.
So while we were sitting here, I just decided I was gonna make a mock-up real quick. You can show me if I'm wrong or not here, but I want to make 10 milliliters of that juice that we were talking about with the blueberry custard.
Yep.
And so I set it to 3 milligram, my next strength. I would actually be doing 0 milligram because I don't have any nicotine, so I forgot about that. So we'll make that 0. I do a 70-30 PG-VG ratio.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not going to matter at this point because there's 0 nicotine in it. And these are the suggested percentages that came up.
Yep.
So then all I would have to do is just follow the rest of this recipe.
Yep.
And I'd be good. Okay.
Yep. Now the thing is, what you can do with that, if you're making your own recipe, that's only recommended percentages. So what you can do is
alter that after the first 10 milliliter bottle if it doesn't taste
the
right.
stream's frozen.
What was that there, Stevie?
The stream's frozen.
Stream is frozen. That's probably because I was sharing. No, we're back.
Sorry guys, that was probably because Chris was sharing his stream there. Sorry about that.
Yep, my bad, guys.
As you were sorry, I don't know if obviously guys didn't hear us as you were saying, putting your recipe into ELR.
Actually, oh sorry, go ahead, Stevie.
The recommended percentages that gives you, it's only a recommended percentage. So I mean, what I can suggest here is, if you're making up that recipe that you want to make, follow the recommended percentages first, but only make it in very, very small batches. Try it. Make maybe 10 mil of it. Let it sit, especially if it's a custard, let it steep for a little while. Try it. If you think it's not heavy enough on the cream or it needs some more of the fruit added to it, that's when you can start playing about with the percentages.
Right. I just want to tell Mobro real quick, this is off topic, but yes, you can minimize OBS while you're casting. It's minimized right now. The issue was that I was sharing my screen. Anyways, I'm sorry there, Stevie. Go ahead.
Right. No, yeah, as I say, if you are making a more complex recipe that you've maybe followed off ELR or whatever, or I know I think Steam Engine do one as well. There's quite a few different e-liquid recipe calculators out there. Start off with their recommended percentages. If it's a so-called shake and vape, which I don't agree with, I really don't. But anyhow, let it steep overnight, let it sit overnight, let that nicotine permeate through, then try it. If you think to yourself, you know, maybe do with a little bit more steep, and let it steep. After you've let it steep for a week or 2 weeks, try it again, vape a little bit of it. Then you'll know yourself whether, especially the likes of a custard or a dessert, even a fruit, any kind of recipe at all, you'll know yourself, no, it's not exactly what I've been looking for. I need to add this, I need to add more, or I need to add less of that, or take out less of that, or whatever. So you can adjust it to suit yourself. But if you stick to the kind of regular, or the recommended percentages that they give you,
an idea,
it's giving you a baseline to start from.
Yep. And you can adjust it as needed from there for your taste. Yep.
Kind of to suit. So anyhow, guys, what I'll do, I'll start making this 100ml bottle of Mexican fried ice cream. So the scale's on. No, I can't. Can I read upside down? No, I can't, fuck, because I can't see.
There you go. Oh.
I can't. No, I can't see the numbers. I'm struggling to see the numbers. Right. Okay. So bottle on. Always tear the numbers to zero that back down.
Otherwise, your measurements will be off.
Yeah, this is what I was saying earlier on when you were mentioning you using syringes and things like that. Sometimes if you forget to tear that, and you are using syringes, you've got that little bit of backup to say, well, wait a minute, it should be X amount of millilitres that goes into that. I'll put half of that in, so you know yourself. You can readjust it so that you're not going over or under.
Yep.
Right. So let me find this now. So we are making 100ml of 3ml nicotine. So the recipe requires 4.32 grams of nic. So I know it's a bit rough, guys, but
take it easy, Neil. Big love, brother. Thank you for joining us. I don't need to learn. Although this is interesting, I have a Stevie, says Gailey.
That's basically there. Don't look at that because that was a bit fucked up. But that's basically the weights that I'll be using. That there. So, nicotine. And please remember, guys, wear these things, please.
Yep.
Because if you get this stuff on your skin, you will bloody know about it. As I
Burns
say,
does it. Burns.
eh?
Burns.
No, it's just if it's like you ever heard of the idiots that used to put the nicotine patches on?
Oh, it goes numb a little bit.
It goes numb, but yeah, you can if you've got this and it soaks into your skin. I've done it once before. I knocked a bottle off and it soaked through my trousers and actually soaked into my leg. Within about an hour, I was starting to feel sick and lightheaded. I really felt ill,
Oh,
and that was only on my leg for a few seconds. So here we go, right? 4.32 grams of nicotine going in. That's 1.75 grams. $3.71. 4.34, only 0.02 over, so I'm not too fussed about that. That's another thing, guys. If you are, or you do decide to try a little bit of DIY, don't fret about going over very, very slightly with your weights. As long as you're not putting too much in, it shouldn't really affect the recipe or the juice that you're making. As long as you're not putting in, just for saying sake there, as I say, the nicotine was 4.32 grams. As long as you're not ending up putting 6 in, because if you put 6 in, it's going to dramatically affect the total percentages of the recipe. So
okay.
a little bit extra, or a little bit more, a little bit under, really isn't going to affect it at all. So that's the nicotine in, guys. So PG next. I keep my PG in little bottles like that, little dropper bottles with the little needle point tip on it.
Yep.
Makes it a lot easier for putting in. And again, before you put another liquid into this bottle, tear that scale to zero it back down again. Now the PG is 1.9 grams, so we'll start putting that into 1.9 grams. And that's it. 0.11. 0.92. A little bit over, but as I say, I'm not too fussed about it. That's not a problem. Again, tear it down, zero that scale down. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if it'll work. Yeah, zero the scales down. Should have done that because I can actually see it on screen. I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
As Vic would say. Now, what I prefer to do at this stage, I prefer to add the flavourings now.
Instead of after the VG.
Yeah, instead of adding the VG, because what I like to do with the VG, now I know that's a 100 ml bottle, and I know that filling up to that little shoulder, you can see right about there, that's 100 ml. That's that bottle completely filled. So I now add my concentrate, and this is a Mexican fried ice cream concentrate from Chefs. And the recommended percentage on the bottle from Chefs themselves is between 20 and 30%. On EALR, they recommend 24%. So 24% and 100 grams is 24 grams. So it's easy enough. Doing the maths easy enough. It's 24%, so it's 24 grams.
Yep.
So I start to put in 24 grams. So just, I mean, you can see that now, guys. So it makes it a wee bit easier. So if I come to the side slightly, so I'm not putting a shadow over it, and I will add the 24 grams. Where are they? 4.7. If you come to this angle, I can't see it. Now I know that it's virtually half of that bottle's got to go in. So.
And 9.7. 12. So you're about halfway there. Just over.
Yeah, 16.
So does anybody in chat have any questions for us? For Stevie about DIY? Anything you guys want to know? Throw out some questions in chat, guys, while we watch Stevie work his magic. Is that what I think it is?
That's what 20. That's what's at 20 grams now. So he's got to take it to 24, 21. See what I do? Maybe stand up so I can see.
Almost there. Yeah, 23. There you go. 24 on the dot.
Hang on. So that's the flavour concentrate in now. So that's what we're basically on the home straight now. So
At this point, all you got to do is fill it up with VG up to that shoulder now.
yeah, yeah. Now I'll put this back on again. And what I'll do is I'll tear that again. So I now know it's 88.27 grams of VG, and it goes into that. But what I'll do is I'll spin it back round. That's really bad. Wait, you see this about these bottles will be out.
You know what I got to dig out again is my Bonza.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Whoops.
Yeah, I always have a little bit of kitchen tool or something, a little bit of tissue paper just to wipe the dribbles off. Just like that ball, but here, get back into that ball. And I'll show you what I mean when I was saying when you put your nicotine in, you can actually see it form strands in the juice. So this is why I don't agree with a shaking vape, especially if you're a nicotine user.
So those concentrates are PG based. Been running back and forward, sorting stuff out here, so may have missed what you said. Yes, almost all concentrated flavors are PG based.
So what we have, there's 85 grams and it should be 88.27. So we're just a little bit just below the shoulder. So what I'll do now, before I fill it right up, what I want to do is now I'll turn this camera back up and I want to show you what I mean with the separation and the striations of the way the
Looks like a sandwich.
Yeah, it's based. You'll see it yourself before.
It's like layered.
Yeah, I'll bring it up. We'll just bring the camera back up just to let you see it, because it'll show it better this way. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is why I don't. When people say it's a shaking vape, you need to mix that. You need to make sure that is going, or you could basically hit a pocket of nicotine.
Yep.
And that's. I don't think that would be very, very nice. So I've got to add to this, guys, is just another 5 grams, and that's us. We are done. But before I go any further, I'll just bring the camera back there again. Before I go any further and add the rest of the juice to top that up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to agitate it and just mix it up a little bit using this thing. As I say, this is a coffee frother. This one, I think I ordered this from the States because it's quite then this adapter for it is quite thin and can get through the top of the bottle. if you can't get that one and you want to do, even if you still want to make it by weight, you can use it. You can make it in a beaker still on the scales, so you can do the exact same thing, and you can get a frother. Fucking hell, try and say that with your teeth in. That's got a little metal loop on the end of it.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, they're pretty cheap as well, and they're battery powered. So it makes life a hell of a lot easier. So just put it in, and away we go. And just let that mix all the way right through. Just coming up down through the layers just to make sure it's completely mixed.
And don't forget, guys, when you use something like this, or when you use any of your pipettes or syringes or your beakers, remember always, guys, always, when you're done with them, wash them out very well.
Yeah.
Because keep in mind, they will have nicotine on them. They will have flavor concentrates that are left over. You don't want that. You'll taint your juice the next time you go to use them.
Yeah, and also the thing as well, you don't want to leave beakers, especially if you've got kids or you've got pets lying about. You know, you've got pets lying about. Jesus Christ! if you've got pets at home and you've got kids and you've got a beaker that's had nicotine in it, you've frothed up or you've made your concentrates in your juices, whatever it is. You don't want that lying about because you know a kid's going to be curious, you know a dog's going to be curious, a cat, you know, to stick their head in it, start licking it away, and if you've got nicotine in it, it's toxic. I can't emphasise that enough, guys. Please be very, very wary because this shit is dangerous. But it's not. That's maybe sounding a little bit too over dramatic, but please be careful when you're using this stuff. So anyway, that says we're 83 grams, so I'll just add the rest into it, and basically, guys, that's it, done.
Now, Stevie, I've gotten a lot of questions about this, and I'm sure you'll be able to corroborate. Never mind. Oh, yes. So I've had a couple of questions before about shaking your juice. Does it help?
Yeah.
Does it actually serve a purpose to shake your juice before you drip?
I would.
Helps
I
to prevent the separation still?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you don't know how long. I mean, I'm going to show you something, right? Hold on, 2 seconds.
1, 2.
Right, I'll need to bring the camera back up.
That's
No,
fine.
I can't show you from here. Look at that. I don't know if this camera's picking it up that well though. Can you see the difference?
There's a little bit of browner up at the top than there is at the bottom.
See it there? Yeah. So that's been sitting for a little while. So it will start to separate again. Yeah, give it a shake. Give it a little shake. It's not going to do any harm, but it lets that juice basically mix again.
Yep. That's what I say. I say it definitely it does serve a purpose. It helps it to keep it from separating.
The same when you're adding, if you're adding your concentrates and things like that as well, always give your concentrates a little bit of shake too. Because
Yep.
remember, they're suspended in PG.
Yep.
That flavouring could potentially separate in that bottle. So yeah, give everything a shake.
Yep.
Bottles before anybody starts putting funny comments and I can shake that as well if it's wanting to tile up yourself. Anywho, yeah. That's that being mixed. You can see the bubbles. You can actually see the air bubbles in that, so it's mixed quite well. You can't see any of the striations now from the nicotine of the PG. It's completely mixed, guys. So I'm actually quite happy with that. So what I'll do now is I'll put the cap on it. I'll put the tip on. And then I'll put the cap on it. I'll tell you what I'll do first before I do that. I'll just give the top of that just a little wipe because I spilt a little bit of BG. That's that, there we go. Cap on. There we go, guys. Done. 1 bottle of 100ml Mexican fried ice cream.
Ready to go and steep.
I will leave that and let that steep for a minimum, and this is just my own preference, I will let that steep a minimum of a fortnight.
And I'm
But as
vaping on that
I,
right now.
sorry,
I said, and I'm vaping on that right now, and I can attest that it's gorgeous.
what we're going to do, guys, I'll put a label on this later on, but what I'm going to do is, I'll actually, when I bring the camera back up, I can put a label onto it. What I'm going to do, guys, you can win this bottle. So what we'll do, as I say, I'm going to let this sit for 2 weeks. I'll let it steep for 2 weeks, and in 2 weeks' time, what we'll do is we'll have some sort of whatever,
Giveaway?
and somebody can win 100 ml bottle of Mexican fried ice cream at 3 mg Nick. The only thing I ask, guys, if you wouldn't mind paying the postage, which would be majority of our chat in the UK anyway, I think. So it's only a couple of quid postage if he's all right with that, guys. Okay, so that 2 weeks time, somebody could be winning 100 ml of Mexican fried.
Nice.
I hope that was a little bit helpful. I hope that just it let people see how easy making a bottle of juice actually is.
Well, put it this way, while you were doing all that mixing, I've just gone through and ordered everything I need to be able to start mixing again.
There you go. I was wondering what you were doing over there.
As I say, it can be as easy or as difficult as you want to make it, but it depends on what recipe. If you've got a flavour in your head, or you've tried a bottle of juice, and you go into the likes of ELR, onto Steam Engine, whatever it is. I mean, as Mick says, fuck's sake, if he can do it, anyone can do it, and it's true, and I don't mean that in a derogatory any means at all. Like, it is, I'm a bit like you. If I can do it, anybody can do it. That's how simple it is to do.
Yep.
And as I say, the recipe that you use, whether you buy individual concentrated bottles like that, or you start to make a more complex recipe, like so I'm just for saying sake, Vic's Peach, or like a TVP's Kilbury, or like my Mexican fried ice cream, my mint choc chip, which is under the desk. It's entirely up to you. But baby steps. Don't do what I did and bought a shit ton of concentrates because I actually liked the sound of them. And then when they arrived, I've got all these concentrates sitting in front of me and basically couldn't make bugger all. If you think of a recipe, as I say, or you've tried a bottle of juice and you think, I wonder if there's a clone, I wonder if there's some like ELR or Steam Engine, whatever it is, has somebody made a clone of that? Look it up, buy the individual concentrates to make that particular juice. Don't go nuts and buy shit tons of different flavourings, because I guarantee you will never use them all. Only buy what you need. And that's one of the biggest pieces of advice I can give to somebody who wants to try to get into the DIY side of things. Buy small. Don't buy huge bulks. Buy even the little 10 ml bottles of concentrate from Capella, Flavor Art, Flavor West, that kind of thing. Don't buy. I mean, I buy big bulk. Well, not big bulk bottles, but I buy 100 ml bottles of concentrates now because I'm making quite a lot of different flavors in bulk. Well, I've got those bottles up there, which, as I said, that's Chef's original profit shot. But I mean, I'm making up things like that. I'm making up 500 ml of. I mean, that's a Bakewell tap that's in there. So I'm making up stuff like that.
Whereas the overall DIYer is not going to make something that size.
No. I mean, that's TVP's Kilbury. That's his Kilbury recipe that's in there, and our bloody camera's not.
There it is.
That's Mark TVP's Kilbury, and this is bloody gorgeous. It's really nice.
Now, what is Kilbury?
It is yogurt, cream, strawberry, and watermelon. That's the base of it. But what I'll do, guys, I mean, if you are happy enough and you want me to do another DIY juice, but make one with a recipe with maybe 2 or 3 different concentrates, I'll do one. And if you're happy enough with it, I'll make TVP's Kilbury.
Yeah.
And I'll show you how easy it is to make a more complex vape. If you're happy, if
Yeah.
you guys in chat are happy enough with that, and the thing is as well, and I'm going to say it right now, guys, if you are struggling and you want any help with DIY stuff, I'm only too happy to help. Just send me a PM, just message me. Um, I'll I'll give you as much information and as much help as I possibly can, because I wouldn't like to see people going down the road that I did initially and buying a load of stuff that basically I couldn't use.
Yep.
So that's my first DIY juice made. So as I said, 2 weeks time, this will be going up for some sort of. We'll make some sort of giveaway. We'll work something out, guys, and
Yeah,
somebody
we
can have 100 ml of Mexican fried ice cream.
probably have to do that over on the group, wouldn't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. I think that's a great idea, to be honest with you. And actually, watching you do this, it actually is, and this is something we can talk about at another point. It's actually inspired me a little bit. Maybe we can do a coil building episode.
Mm-hmm.
You know, something.
Yeah,
Start with the basics.
I
Yep.
get I get mine in tubs.
Absolutely. Get a drill. Get some swivels.
Same
we're gonna
does
do
give
it.
to me, Stevie. Problem solved. JP, it's not a cherry bakewell. It's more of a traditional bakewell tap. Um, that one that I've got there is it's Qual's Bakewell recipe from Chef's Flavors. It's more heavy on the pastry, but I do have another one, another concentrate in the drawer here, which is from it's from Chef's. It's from Chef's again. Well, they actually sell it. It's the afternoon tea range. I'm just trying to find it, and I think it is called White Horse. That's very heavy on the almond on the marzipan, but it's a really nice vape. It's lovely. It's I love my dessert vapes. I love my desserts. Love my custards. But this stuff it is quite heavy. Yeah, that's it there. It's afternoon tea, White Horse.
Okay.
That is a nice Bakewell tap, but as I say, it's heavy on the almonds. But
Saint says, just give it to me, Stevie. Problem solved.
yeah. So guys, basically that's how I DIY,
That's awesome, man.
and I hope that I've given you some little tips and help and things like that. If you want to try it, do it. But
It's very
as I
insightful.
say, sorry.
I said that's very insightful. Gives you a bit of a better understanding seeing it done in person and knowing that, guys, like he said, it can be as easy or difficult as you want to make it be. But the easiest is to start like Stevie did with single flavors. You know, do something, and when you're just getting in, do it in small volumes, like 10 milliliter bottles. You know, start with 10 mils. Work your way up. If you find a juice that you really like, take that recipe, and then you can, you know, apply that to a larger volume. But Vic says I DIY a lot, like Stevie as well, just with a lot of fuck it close enough when it comes to measuring.
Yeah, as Vic says. I mean, and that's why I showed you when you are measuring. If you go slightly over or slightly under, it's not going to make that much a dramatic difference to the whole
Yep.
bottle of juice.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's as I say, if you've got a specific measurement, like if you're making a more complex recipe, and it says it needs three grams of a specific flavour, if you go slightly over that 3 grams or slightly under, it's not going to make that much of a difference. You are not going to tell the difference. It's if you start to go over maybe that 1 gram over or 1 gram under, that's when you always think to yourself, wait a minute, that particular flavour just isn't strong enough, or that particular flavour's too strong.
Yep.
It's like some of the watermelon recipes that I've got. I find watermelon quite a strong flavour, and I particularly find that it overpowers other flavours. One tip that I can give you guys, if you are making a juice that has strawberry in it, vape it within a few weeks. Do not let a strawberry juice steep for any length of time, because strawberry dies a death quite quickly. What I do find is any of the ones that I'll make, I will make I will basically make up the complete base mix, but leave the strawberry out. And if I know that somebody wants that particular bottle of juice, I will add the strawberry the week before that person picks it up, or the week before that Jules wants to vape it, I want to vape it, because I do know that strawberry just takes a bloody nosedive, and it can be very, very muted. So as I say, hopefully I've given you a little bit of insight, guys, into DIY juicing, and try it for yourselves. It's good. I mean, it's good fun.
Yeah.
It's good fun, and it's also helpful on the pocket.
Yeah.
Very, very helpful on the pocket.
Vic says there's a trick with the strawberry problem.
What's that, Vic? Don't use strawberry.
Don't use strawberry. Oh man. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Stevie. The topic that I had, wasn't that something to do with Altria?
Yeah.
I thought so. If that's the case, then I do remember the conversation we were having, and I don't remember, Mike, if you were in the call when we were discussing that.
I was away last week, wasn't I?
Yeah, Vic, I used TFA strawberry rate. That's exactly what I've got here.
That's what I have too.
I'll use strawberry rate, and I'll also use strawberry.
How long do you recommend Kanzi since it has strawberry?
The where's my bloody recipe book actually? I use strawberry and strawberry ripe in Kanzi to prevent that drop off, as Vic says. But the likes of Kanzi, if you make it up, make sure you vape it within a few weeks.
Yeah.
Don't leave it. Really don't leave it steeping for any length of time, as it does have a tendency to nosedive off the end of a cliff. Use the strawberry ripe. As I say again, as Vic rightly says, strawberry ripe does tend to hold the flavour slightly longer. Use a mixture of different strawberries if you want to do that to get the strawberry flavour that you like. But as I say, the Kanzi recipe that I've got, I use strawberry ripe and TFA strawberry and TFA strawberry ripe.
The other thing I was going to say is, with regards to where you buy the bottles and things like that from.
I buy my bottles from a loose mill. There's a few different places. I mean, a lot of the companies that you buy your concentrates and that from do sell bottles as well. But loose mill up here in Glasgow, they do sell their bottles, and they are pretty cheap. I mean, I think it was actually supposed to be 200. I think I ended up with 300 100 ml bottles, and I think it only cost me about 30, 40 odd quid, something like that.
Why?
And I mean, they're good bottles. I mean, that's
Loose Mill, says Vic.
Yeah, loosemill.com.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. Maybe when you get a chance, Dave, in the Facebook group, if you put links.
Yeah.
That might help people out.
Loose Mill themselves they've now opened up a kind of a separate entity on their I think it's actually on their Facebook group as well, where it's only for basically bottles and plastics only. But Loose Mill is a great place for clearance stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Even for their bottles and also for their kind of one-shot type as well. Every now and again, go in, get a Loose Mill, you'll maybe get 100 ml worth of concentrate for less than a £5.
Bloody hell. So,
yeah, it works well. As Vic, he mixes half a litre in the later batches, and that's why I do the exact same thing as Vic. And that will save you a hell of a lot of money doing it that way.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to dig out, because you were mentioning DIY kits that companies sell, and my wife bought me one for Valentine's Day, not this year, but last year. I've used it a couple of times, mixed up a couple of juices, and I mean, I didn't do great, but I didn't do horrible. So I think I'm gonna have to dig that back out and start mixing up some stuff. I think I want to kind of dig my hands in there a little bit deeper.
Yeah, I
So
mean that's the thing is the likes of some of the DIY kits that you get, they are good. I mean, it gives you a small stepping stone to start off with.
mhm.
Um,
And it comes with all the equipment you could use too.
yeah,
Like mine came with all of the syringes, all of the needle tips.
I think
It came with gloves. It came with all the bottles. It came
yeah.
with the graduated cylinder as well as a beaker. So
Yeah.
you know
The
it
thing
comes
is,
with
I
everything.
don't think that the kit that Vapable sell, I don't think it comes. It doesn't come with measuring kits and stuff, but it comes with the gloves, comes with the nicotine, comes with the concentrate,
Okay.
the VG, and basically all you're doing is everything's all set there, so you just put it down, add everything into one bottle. Pardon me, give it a shake, let it sit, let your nicotine steep for a minimum, please guys, a minimum 24 hours,
Yeah.
and away you go. It's as simple as that.
And there you go, guys. There you have it. That's a
Well,
DIY tutorial in an hour. That was not bad.
Yeah, I mean, I know that Darren's in Brew's in chat as well. Brew does a lot of DIY. Vic does a lot of DIY. I do a lot of DIY. It's simple enough to do, and if I can do it, anybody can do it. So, guys, knock yourselves out. Give it a go. See, let me know how you got on. Let us know how you got on. And
Absolutely.
I said if I can help you out with anything, just send me a message, guys. I'm
yeah,
more than too happy to help.
nice.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All I can say is this stream's just cost me 50 quid.
That.
Yeah, but think about it. Well, there's Vic's. I'm just about to say the exact same thing, Vic. Um, if he didn't go down the road of the DIY, he'd be fucking bankrupt. I mean,
Yep.
that is the thing. If you think about it, how much. All right, Gailey, catch you later.
Take
Uh,
egg out.
if you think about how much you actually pay for a bottle of juice from a shop, anywhere from what 12 quid, 15 quid upwards.
Well, earlier on, I went to Vape Pit in Sutton and paid 15 quid for a 50 ml bottle of juice.
I think, because I can remember.
Because what does 100 milliliters cost you to make?
Depends. It all depends. It can range from
Well, take for example that bottle you just mixed up.
about 7 quid.
£7. That's going to be roughly $10 for a 100 milliliter bottle of, say, Sad Boy, or my Jam Monster that I love so much. I'm paying $30 a pop.
Yeah.
So if that doesn't put things into perspective for you guys, I don't know what will. It's just easier on the wallet at the end of the day. So, guys, we are actually at 7 minutes to the hour and a half mark. So, do you guys want to say anything more? Anything you guys got coming up soon?
Yeah, can I just say something? Listen, guys, we know YouTube's been having a bit of a shit fit recently. Please, 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 if you haven't already done it, please go over and sign up to VapeTube. It's a platform where we can go on, hopefully once everything's all set up, and we can broadcast from VapeTube without any of the shit that's been going on from YouTube. And can also ask you something else if you wouldn't mind. Please go and sign the petition that Chris Empire Vape Co has got running at the moment, guys, to please stop the fucking cancer that is Juul from trying to lay down their laws and regulations on vape shops. Because what they're doing is bang out of order as far as I'm concerned.
You know, I wonder if they're only doing that in the UK, because I haven't heard of them doing that here in the US yet.
Just a sort of fucking assholes, to be perfectly honest, as far as I'm concerned.
That's putting it mildly.
Yeah.
Thank
I mean,
you, Jules.
Juul are trying to. I mean, I know we're the last couple of minutes here, guys. I mean, I know Juul are trying to force something on vape shops that isn't law. It's only a guideline.
Challenge 25.
Yeah.
Yep.
If somebody walks into your shop and you look at that person, you know to a certain extent that that person is over the age of 18 years of age. If you think in your own head that you think that person over 18, they're not going to challenge. I mean, that's like me walking in and going, "Can I buy a jewel pod?"
Can I see
And I
your
walk
ID?
back, yeah, and I walk back out the door and come back in and go, "By the way, you failed. You never asked me for if I was over 25. For fuck's sake, look at me. I look like fucking Santa Claus."
Right?
You know what I mean? But that's just how ludicrous it is, though. Yeah, as Vic says, fuck Joe, fuck the horse they rode in, fuck the road the horse walked on, and fuck the air they breathed. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. I agree entirely.
Yep.
Fuck them up the ass with the blunt end of a ragman's trumpet.
Yep.
Ouch.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Fuck Jewel.
Fuck Joe.
Fuck Jewel.
Yeah, every time, see when I'm in a colliery and that, somebody says Joe's this and Joe's that, Joe's that, I say, she's not done anything, she's only sitting through there.
Their business practices are horrible. Their product, though, I think it does serve a purpose. That's my opinion. But I think that as a company, they're just absolute fucking fucktards.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are we going to wrap it up there, guys? Or
We are. Do you have anything coming up this week for Stevie
yeah,
Stud Muffin?
I've got a few artist stands on the back burner that people have asked me to have a look at and see what I can do for them. So yeah, I've got that one. I finished one late last night. I actually think it turned out quite nice. It's actually sitting here, and I'll show you yours, Chris, again because I don't think everybody's seen yours.
Oh,
This is one I messed about with last night that I put together.
I like that.
A little kind of nautical themed one.
Very nice.
That's really
So-
cool.
That'll actually be up on my group page for sale within the next couple of days, and I'll show.
Prepare to be amazed, guys, because I think this is absolutely gorgeous.
This is one that's winging its way over to the pond, hopefully within the next week or so for Mr. Chris.
Oh. Oh, jeez. I love that. I love that. Oh, it's got my name all over it. And it's got your name on it, too. Oh, I love it.
Hopefully
God, I love it.
that way. So hopefully we'll get that over to you within the next couple of weeks. Well, we'll
Oh.
get it posted within the next couple of weeks.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Vic.
Thank you, Vic.
So yeah, that's all I've got up this week. So, what about yourself, Michael?
Mm.
Me? No, I've not got anything coming up. The only thing that I've ordered, apart from all that gumph today, is one of the, what's he called himself? No fucking hot glue mods.
Yeah.
Yep, ordered myself one of them.
Our very own J Story,
Yep. So,
Mr.
The
Electric.
no,
Voice.
the no
That's
fucking
it.
hot glue mods.
yeah,
Is that you just-
NFHG mods.
Is that you just realised what that actually is, Chris?
No, I got that, Mr. Double B. Oh no, I got that.
So, yeah, he's building me a parallel.
Nice.
So,
Nothing wrong with a good parallel mod, man.
What?
Absolutely not.
I must admit, I think if I get a little bit of cash together, I'll get one to build me one as well, a parallel.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to that one. I'm having a murdered out one made.
Stevie, show Ronnie's one, please. Okay.
Bill Richards and JP Vapor Views, like I said, the company is absolute horseshit, but you can't deny that the Juul device itself has helped people get off smoking. So I find that it does have a place in the industry, the product itself, but the company absolutely does not. Absolutely does not.
I've just seen Joe's has just put in show Ronnie's stand. So this one is for Mr. Ronnie Campbell, who's in chat, and Ronnie sent up the truck on the front. That was a key ring that Ronnie had, and Ronnie sent it up. And I don't know if it's going to pick it up. It says the Ronster on the front.
The Ronster.
Okay, so we've got a couple of gauges in there.
Nice.
And Ronnie's truck, the truck that Ronnie actually drives now is a Merc, so. And Ronnie's coming up to pick that up, plus some juice that I've actually made for him in a few weeks' time.
Very nice. You lucky
Y'all
fucker.
can bash for my opinion, but it's my opinion. Don't care.
So yeah, that's it, guys. That's all I've got. Plus, I need to get one. I need to get a stand made for Jules because she's been bust
Hounding
my
you.
arse. Yeah, she's been bust my arse for weeks. She keeps saying, "You keep making all these stands for everybody else. You're not making fucking one for me." Okay, wife.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah. Oh, that's what they say.
So is Jules' one actually going to have a jewel on it?
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
Well, I must admit, the guys from Overkill Mods, when they were at Expo there in May, I don't know if, well, obviously you weren't there, Mike, they made the Overduel.
Yep.
It was fucking that size. And they asked me if I could make a stand for them, so I haven't heard from them yet, but yeah, that's possibly something that could be in the making, actually making a stand for that Overduel.
Nice.
So, yeah, but that's me, guys. That's all I've got doing this week. So,
Right on. For me, what I got, like I said, no later than tomorrow afternoon, evening for you guys. I'll have my Twisted Messes TM24 Pro review coming up. I'm going to get that BTFC done probably Tuesday. I'm working on putting myself on a schedule. So Tuesday, I'd like to really sit down and bang out my BTFC review. That should be up no later than Thursday. And potentially some juice reviews that I got to get done because I'm running out of them very quickly because I like them. But those will be coming up soon as well. And that's what I've got coming up on my channel, plus, my show on Wednesday, and then catching me on the Ohm Service Live on Thursday. And then obviously, as you guys know, no show next week, but we will be back in 2 weeks. Big love to all of you guys in chat. Thank you so much for joining us, all of you guys. Without you, we would have no show. And so we appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in and supporting us for what we do. Thank you to all of the spanners. You guys have done a great job as usual, throwing out links, managing the chat. You guys are great. Keep up the great work. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Stevie, for that wonderful tutorial on DIY mixing.
you're welcome. I hope I didn't ramble too much.
No, it was great. It was great. Very informative, very insightful. So I hope that this will help other people. I know it's going to help me a little bit to kind of change over from using milliliters to milligrams instead and measure by weight rather than volume. So it's going to help me. I hope it's going to help a lot of other people out there, and appreciate that. Thank you, Mike, for everything, for being here, for asking your questions. Love
I've
you,
got to learn
buddy.
as well.
Love you, buddy. Anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for the Good Ohm Boys live show today. We will see you guys, as I said, again in 2 weeks. Big love from all of us to all of you. We'll catch you guys next time.
Yeah, live long and prosper, everybody.
Live
Catch you all
long and
later.
prosper.
Laters.
Adios, guys.